Hello, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Beyond the Gates from 2016. It's directed by Jackson Stewart and stars Graham Skipper and Chase Williamson. Well, once again, dear viewers, we look backwards in the interest of moving forward as we jump back to a movie I recently added to my collection that is before we currently are in the alphabet. For today, we go back to the B section. Now, eagle-eyed viewers might notice the last time we went backwards was to do the Bollywood horror collection. But Shadwell, I hear you say. That is in correct alphabetical order, and I say, shut up. I'm very much aware, but due to a clerical error, things went down the way they did, so just take that as my official apology. Sorry. Technically, I could go back and fix the order of things when I arrange the videos to these audio files, but I have a feeling that is going to be too much of a headache, so I'm just going to take the L and move forward. This movie is fun. It centers around one of those old VHS board games where you played a VHS tape while playing the board game, and random inputs from the host or hostess on the VHS tape changes the play of the game. I say random because if you're like me, you just memorize the timestamps of the inputs from the VHS host or hostess and play accordingly. Which, my brain can't remember my childhood, but remembering timestamps from a VHS tape it has no problem with. Funny that. Anyway, this VHS board game happens to be possessed by evil, and the film plays like an adult horror film version of the action comedy Jumanji. And I love Jumanji, so it just makes sense, I guess, that I love its horror film equivalent. The protagonists are a pair of brothers and the girlfriend of one of them, that the focus is on the brothers as they are on a quest to find their father, who has been missing for multiple months. Along the way, they stumble onto the VHS board game Beyond the Gates and its hostess, played by horror royalty Barbara Crampton from Reanimator, Suitable Flesh, and From Beyond. I guess if I had to nitpick this film, and I must nitpick the film, the board game directives feel very convenient, and what I mean by that is each thing the game asks them to do just happens to kind of fall into their lap. That, and the film does feel like it moves along at a snail's pace in some spots, which is weird because it's very short, clocking in at less than 90 minutes. I'm going to give Beyond the Gates a B- for not quite sticking the landing. Tomorrow it's back to the 50 excellent 80s films when I watch the movie titled Saigon, Year of the Cat. See y'all then.